Hello, I'm so glad you're here. I'm Melissa Lemon, and this month, in February 2025, I'm going to be talking about um, anxiety. So as I finished last month's videos for January, where I focused on depression throughout the whole month and kind of raising our vibrations and feeling better, I got to the end of the month, and honestly, I was so looking forward to going back to like maybe a video every couple weeks or something, because it kind of it was a challenge to make that many videos for me. And sometimes I shy away from a challenge, and so I was really looking forward to that. And then I just had this really strong impression um, as it got toward the end of that month, the 30th or the 31st. I just had this impression that I needed to go into an anxiety series, and so here I am in February doing more videos, and I don't know if I'll have one every single day, but probably, or close to every single day. I have a plan already that has pretty close to 25 things planned out, so I'll probably have a video just about every day. And this month we're going to talk about anxiety. And so today, the first thing I wanted to talk about is a book that kind of changed the way I looked at anxiety. And the topic today is befriending your anxiety. I had to look at my note, is befriending your anxiety. And that can be hard to do because anxiety can be a really stressful thing, and it can cause a lot of upset and dysfunction in our lives and relationships, and it can be a really difficult and stressful thing to deal with. And I think things changed for me when I read a book, and so I wanted to share that book with you today. It is called First We Make the Beast Beautiful by Sarah Wilson. And the reason I really liked this book was because it just painted anxiety in a different light than I had ever seen it painted before. It wasn't this horrible, big, awful thing. It was basically something that some people have to live with, and maybe there is some good in it. And I will share with you, I should have looked it up, so I apologize I didn't. But in this book, it shares a study, and I didn't look it up, so I cannot remember the year this study was done, or the name of the study, or the researchers, or anything. But some researchers, I don't even remember what place this was in, but I think it was on an island, and there were some type of primate, like chimpanzees, I think, or something, and they were studying these chimpanzees because they noticed that there were many of these chimpanzees that kind of stayed on the outside, and they exhibited symptoms of anxiety and depression. And they just noticed they kind of stayed away from the group, and they just were kind of outskirts. And the purpose of the study was to try and learn through research the evolutionary purposes of anxiety and depression, which is an interesting study. And what they learned, so what they did is they removed all of these chimpanzees that were exhibiting the symptoms of anxiety and depression. They kind of pulled them away from their clan and removed them, and I think it was within about like 6 months that the entire clan of primates was dead. And so these anxious and depressed monkeys on the outskirts were serving as basically watch people, and they were out and they were watching for danger, for threat, for predators. And that's kind of what the conclusion of the study was. And that has given me a lot of thought over the years. It's not fun or easy to deal with anxiety, but it does serve a purpose. And it's kind of interesting because now I consider myself to be somebody who has harnessed it in a way that it's less distressing for me and my loved ones, hopefully. But I do feel a little bit empowered, like I have this superpower or the sixth sense to kind of sense when things are off. And I'm definitely still learning to harness and to use my logical brain along with it to, create best possible outcomes and things like that. But just this book just gave me a lot to think about and really started to change the way I thought about anxiety. And that was really helpful for me in my life, to feel like it wasn't this horrible, awful thing, or I could learn to see it differently, like not this horrible, awful thing, because for a lot of my life, it kind of was a horrible, awful thing that I had to deal with. And I will talk about that throughout the month. I plan to be pretty vulnerable about my anxiety throughout this month and kind of share with you what that experience has been like for me. So that's my video for today. And I just want to encourage you, if anxiety is something that you deal with, that we can learn to change patterns and behaviors. We can learn to change our perception and perspective on things in a way that shifts us into a higher vibration and gives us greater potential and greater possibilities in our life. And so I hope that these videos will empower you to keep healing if that's something that you deal with. And I'm also going to touch this month on how we can help our loved ones who struggle with anxiety. That's definitely going to be a topic at least one day this month. Maybe I'll talk about it more often than that. I probably will, actually. That feels like a good thing to do. So thanks so much for watching this video. I'll post another video probably every day in February about anxiety. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm not going to let it kick my trash. I'm just going to get it done. So thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.